the channel, we got two slippery snake men from the Masters Universe Origins. We got Lord Grasp, and we got Terroar.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Masters Universe Origins unboxing and review. And today we got two of the slipperiest snake men in Lord Grass and of course Terroar. But for all your Masters Universe needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description down below. And Lord Grass, Terroar, currently Walmart exclusives. They are shipping with Merman and Stratos from the cartoon collection. So if you see either of those, they had these two bad boys sometime on the pegs at least. So a lot of people flipping out, trying to get these. A little bit of duplico mania here. Not sure it's going to be to that quite degree here, but these guys, I believe, will be available to other retailers later in the fall. So if you miss out on Walmart for whatever reason, you'll have another chance. And that's what I'm going to need is I'm a Double Up Club member. I need unpunched versions here. Good friend of the channel, David C. Anderson, came across these. Beat up, but perfect. I need openers. I'm all about opening up beat up figures here. We can do that here today. Now, Terroar, Lord Grass, not super iconic in the Masters Universe fandom, I would say. However, during the Classics line, you guys know me, I'm just a Classics guy. Once again, at the end of the day, these guys were a part of that. They were part of a PowerCon 3-pack with Plasmar, who I believe is coming in the future as well. But it's cool to get two different versions of Snake Man, especially Lord Grass. I've always thought he was a cool-looking character. Anytime you get a Snake Man in a cape, sign me up all day long. And twice on Sunday. But of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I guess we'll start with old Terroar first. Why not? Let the Terroar begin. We got the Snake Man at the top right here. We saw that with the packaging in the last couple of years. Snake Man logo right there. Terroar, modern posing, retro play, shape shifter with a sinister shriek. So he screams at you. He'll yell at you. Of course, both these figures, a lot of reuse. And that's the name of the game of this line, as we know. But especially these two, basically parts from different figures. Let's throw a little trap jaw in here. And bam, we're ready to go with the little Snake Man mix up here. Looking good. On the back, got that cross cell. Those are the four I was telling you about. Little glamour shots. Artwork, a little bit of blurb as well. Let's see what it says about our friend Terroar here. The Snake Man's alien ally renders his enemies helpless with a deafening sonic roar. So there you go. But he's ready to take on the world. You do got a long head or a short head. You can choose your own adventure. And then he's got all the different trap jaw kind of stuff. So we'll get into that here right now in a second as I get him out of the package here. And there it is. Plastic. See you later. Goodbye, little plastic prison. Looking good for Terroar. Doing Terroar-able things right here. And being terrible to a lot of people right now is a lot of mania around trying to get these guys at retail, myself included. It's been rough. Usually my Walmarts are pretty good. You guys see it in my weekly figure hunts. But lately my Walmarts have been pretty rough. There hasn't been a lot of new stock. They were late to do the planograms. It's just a weird time. And I guess we've all been through it time or two. In our collecting and our figure hunting, I'm sure we've all been there. But it is frustrating when you're going for weeks at a time trying to find something, but not coming up with what you want. It's just the way it goes, though. And that's what makes figure hunting fun. If you found everything you wanted every single time, I don't know if it'd be fun. But there's some people that don't enjoy figure hunting. They just want the figures. So I get all sides of it, of course, as you guys do know. But let's dive in here. I guess we'll look at the old comic book first. See you later. That's the instructions. You can pull the head, do all that kind of stuff. Leviathan's War. Oh, Dave Bautista diving into the Leviathan's War right here. But you do got Grass, you got Terroar, you got Reptilax, another good friend that we've unboxed recently on the channel. For a second, I thought this was maybe the same comic book. I think, maybe I don't. I thought I had that one on me, but it looks a little different. But it could be the exact same if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Who knows? But we do get a comic book here. Part of the course, of course, with this toy line here. But now we're diving in. Oh, I thought he rattled for a second. I thought we had some rat lore here, but we do got that big old tail going on in the back. Of course, plugs right into his back very, very easily. I want to say very easily. Let's see. How hard will it plug in? It does plug in, but you might have to try to move it under. Can you get it in and under? There we go. You got to kind of slide it there because you got that trap jaw arm. There you go. You got to kind of wiggle it in, slide it in there, and it will snap in, but you got to do a little bit of work there. So make note of that, I guess, up front. So we do get that big old tail going there. You do get the neck extension. We've seen this in the past as well. You can extend the head if you want to. Of course, the whiplash head on this one in a purple color. You got those white teeth going there, the red eyes, the black eyebrows, and the bright purple color that transcends down into his body. A little bit of a darker purple in the belly here of the beast. And then he's got that Snake Man Intercontinental title. I think he did beat Rattler for that, if I'm not mistaken. Got the Eternia Finest loincloth going on there in a gray color, which you don't see very often. Then you get down to the black in the legs. Then you get the very mechanical, like boots and feet down here. You got the big trap jaw, mechanical arm. We've seen that in the past as well. Open hand on the side. No extra hands for him, but you do get some extra weapons. We'll talk about that. Arms all the way around for us, of course. Side to side, single jointed elbows. Hands back and forth. Head back and forth, of course. Head removable. Pop that off if you want to. Pop this on if I can get it. There we go. And we're going to extend that neck. We're going to extend it like a young mecha neck. We're going to do that. And that's how I think of Terroar, with the longer extended neck. I think most people are going to display him this way, I would have to imagine. And then you do get the trap jaw weapons here. You get the blaster, you get the hook, and you get the pincher. I'm going to mix it up here. And then, of course, you can store it on his belt. Nope, there's no storage on his belt here. So you can't store those, it looks like, from what I'm seeing. That is a little disappointing. Wish they would add a little storage spot on the side of the belt so we could put this stuff if we're not using it here. But looking good in the black attack. You just got to choose which one you do want for him. But it definitely looks like Terroar. There's no mistaking this for somebody else. Most people might not know who this is. Like I said, not a super, super classic guy from the Origins line, or in the Origins line, but the Classics line, a deep cut, PowerCon exclusive 3-pack, and wasn't in lines before that. But I don't mind a little revisionist history every once in a while. I do like these guys, and I always thought they looked really cool, especially Lord Grass, which we're going to get into in a second. He does fit on a ringside collectible stand for those keeping track at home. And you guys know I'm a Classics guy, so I got the Classics version right here. Ready to go, ready to take on the world like a young man of war. That's what he's ready to do. But you got old Terroar in 2 different lines now. Pretty darn cool, if I don't say so myself. So there's old Terroar doing Terrorable things. Terrorable things is what he's doing. But now we turn our attention over to Lord Grass. And I'm a Lord Grass guy. Like I said, I'm a sucker for a snake with a cape all day long. Looking good. Same packaging style we saw with Terroar. Same logos, all that kind of stuff. Modern posing, retro play. The Venomous Viper with a crushing claw. Of course, a little clawful doesn't hurt. One of my all-time favorite bad guys from the Masters of the Universe. Cross-sell in the back, a little gimmicky stuff. Here's what he does. Jibber-jabber UPCs. Little artwork at the top, always looking good. And there's our friend Plasmar getting ready to take him on. He's the sinister master strategist, approaches every situation with toxic intentions. Look at that. But I'm sure we will see these guys very, very soon. And these guys being Plasmar here. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it'll be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive this year. We'll see what happens. As of filming, we don't know what they're doing for the Masters line as of yet. Looking good. Packaging. See you later. Goodbye. Of course, you get the little gimmick there. See you later, Spider-Man style. Goodbye. Same comic book. Makes sense. On brand there, so we get the same one there. Plastic Prison. We're in the grasp of Lord Grass right here. We're going to pull him out. But we got to find these twist ties. It's the twist tie battle. It's the battle for twist tie Eternia is what it is. He's locked in all over the place. And of course, they got his claw locked in. That's a smart move. That's a guy you don't want clawing you. Man, he's locked in the feet. You got that big cape in the way. Oh my gosh, might just have to power through. It might be one of those power through ones. Can I get him? Can we do something? Oh my gosh, what are we doing? Don't like that, but I had to. Hard to get out. See you later. Oh my gosh, missed the spin. Yeah, we're good enough. We're good enough. That's what we are. Little twist ties added to the old pile there, and now we're diving into old Lord Grass. We're grasping stuff, and he's got the Snake Man staff right here. We've seen this in all colors of the Snake Man Rambo. This time in black. Oh, extra devious here in black, but looking good. I love this. Got the little snake teeth at the front up there. You're ready to bite you. Do whatever you need to. And then we saw this shield, I believe, with King Hiss, if I'm not mistaken. So we do get a little Snake Man shield here going on. But now we get down to the figure itself. Looking good. Just absolute nightmare fuel in the head. I always was creeped out by this head on his old figure. I always love this head, too. It's been used numerous times, once again, but it looks really good, especially with the black and yellow attack. And dare I say, black and yellow throughout, Math checks out. You know what's up. Yep, you guessed right. Huge Striper fan. Who knew the Snake Men getting down with a little Striper, little Oz Fox, little Michael Sweet? They're just going after it. And Lord Grass playing the tunes, I think, on his little jukebox there. But looking very, very cool. Of course, you do get this big old cape here. Big collar, big power move. Todd McFarlane from the couch said power move. He's exactly right. Big collar there means power move. Got a little hook, of course. You pop this head off and you can remove the cape. If you don't want your cape on your snake, I don't know why you wouldn't, but I like all my snakes to be caped. You can take that off if you would like to. Looking very interesting. Snake Man logo right there in the chest. Black body throughout, but I love the yellow kind of snake lines throughout on here. Looking very, very good. And then a dash of orange color in the boots, and of course Eternia's finest loincloth, and then the hands and the forearms. Very, very cool, little like kind of merman forearms on him. Just an amalgamation of many different characters into one, and I think that is very, very cool, and this figure is very cool. Of course, you got the claw here. We know how this works here from Clawful, but the yellow and black attack carries on. A little lever there. You can move it back and forth. Articulation identical to Terroar, arms side to side, arms all the way around, single jointed elbows, waist articulation, leg back and forth, single jointed knees side to side, boot cut, ankles back and forth, all the usual suspects there. But Lord Grass looking very, very cool. Really do like this one. One of my favorite Snake Men from this line. Was really looking forward to this. I was really disappointed when I heard it was going to be kind of hard to find, especially when I got iced out and many others got iced out at the Walmart Collectors Con trying to buy this one. But all is right in the world right now as I do got this in my collection. So very happy to have Lord Grasp and Terroar. Would have been cool if they could have had this third little buddy there from the PowerCon pack, but I think we'll get that in the future. We'll just have to stay tuned for that. But of course, do got the Masters Universe Classics version right here, side by side, ready to go. Father and son, ready to grasp anybody that gets in their way. That's what they're ready to do. But two very fun figures. Hopefully distribution gets a little bit better because everybody that's into this line really deserves a chance to get these two. Two fun ones here for me and probably for you. But let me know in the comments your thoughts on these two. Pickups, passes, long games, no games. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. You get early access to both of my YouTube channels as a member of the Patreon. So check it out. Support the channel. You can also support the channel, PressingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. And my book, The Complete Guide to the Jakks Class Superstars series, available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. So for Terroar and Lord Grasp, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.